This is Teles, Teles your creator, but this time I'm not a creator of any crops. I am now applying what I've learned from my mom, who was a very good in plant propagation, especially in indoor plants like this, the aglonema. Well, my mother Catalina is a #1 champion in the gardening, so now I'm applying it here, not as an artist in crops, but as a gardener and as a son of a very good gardener, or as, now it is being called as the plantita. She's already a grandma plantita, probably, or a great grandma plantita. Shout out for my Mama Catalina, who's now in Jensen. Okay, let's go back to our main topic: how to prepare a very good garden soil for our plants that we wanted to replant, like this indoor plant with an indoor that doesn't need any straight from the sunlight, just like this plant right here. I just have it shaded with a tree, our santal tree, because these plants are secondary plants. They grow better under the shade. So how to prepare the soil? Number one, well, I bought a humus, or a soil. I bought this soil from Baler's municipal dumping site, which on the other part of this dumping site, the government has the LGU there has a project. Those you know, waste that could be prepared and to be, instead of burning it or just stay in the ground, just like the vegetable waste in the marketplace in Baler, they process it in this manner. They have a shredding machine there, and then they have a mixer, a big mixer there, and then those husks from the coconut shell and the husk of the coconut. So it's being dried or being shredded. Then they made it this way. They say this is a soil, a vermicompost. A vermicompost. What is vermicompost? They say it's a worm. The waste of the worm. So we have to put a lot of earthworm, and then the earthworm or the vermi worms, those waste becomes very good for the plant. No need of fertilizer, because itself has a natural fertilizer in it. Okay, so let's start. Let's begin. So in this manner, using my garden shovel, it's regular. Probably it can load around 125 grams of this soil. So in the mixing of the garden soil, because that soil is very rich, and then there's a rice hull. Rice hull is a shell. Rice hull is a shell of the shell of the rice. So in the farm there's a harvesting there, so you collect, or you sometimes they sell it, or sometimes they just give it away. In this case, a friend gave me, because because Baler has a lot of rice paddies here. So I got a good friend. He says, if you want to go for gardening or planting something, vegetable or something, man, have some sack of this. So he gave me 2 sacks of it. So thank you, my friend. It's Atelisa Gusado. She's one of my sponsors, a lot of my aglonema here. So the mixing is with this canister. I loaded a garden soil, 30 of this, and for the rice hull, I only put three of this. So three of this for the rice hull, and 30 for the garden soil, or they say it's a vermicompost soil. Okay, so now it's ready for mixing. You know the ratio. It's like 1:10. One rice hull is equivalent to 10 of the vermicompost. So that is 1:10. That's the ratio. Well, the purpose of the rice hull is, they say, well, anything that is biodegradable or combustible. Well, it's already a very good fertilizer. So as the rice hull gets mixed with soil in time and age, it becomes a very good fertile for the soil. So the purpose of that is to not to bind the soil, but also to loosen the soil. So it's very important for the plants. Or just say, for example, this aglonema. Because look at how it is look right now using a sand. I just picked this sand before. I don't have the garden soil yet. I just get anywhere a soil, probably a soil with a lot of sand composition. So look at the growth. So no. So it has to loosen so that the weeds or the roots of these plants can move freely, and it can easily have aeration, and water pass, and there's no retention of water. In this case, there's a lot of retention, so that's bad for the roots. It can get rotten. So the best thing to do is to remove the old soil, mix the old soil here in our prepared beautiful soil, from rice hull and from our vermicompost soil. So what I do, I remove it this manner. Look at the roots. So the roots did not even show the smaller root hair. Supposed to be, if the soil is good, there should be a lot of root hairs, but this no root hairs yet. Yeah, root hairs are very important, because the root hairs is the smallest of the roots that helps in absorbing a lot of nutrients from the soil and water, but this case, there's not a lot of root hairs because of the soil. The soil is not good. So what I do, I mix the old soil from our prepared soil. So let's see. Well, in preparation for your pot, and in this case I'm using a regular plastic pot, and supposed to be there's no hole, but I put a lot of holes. Why a lot of holes? Because the water has to, it has to escape from retaining in this container. Well, the roots will be flooded, and then when it's flooded, it's rotten. Good for the plant. You're gonna put a little space. Got a lot of room for the roots. Then you have to compress it. Not so much, but at least it can hold the roots from the soil. And by the way, this is Cookie. It's still a puppy. Uh, but this cookie likes, joining whatever I do. Sometimes I go to the welding area or the woodwork. She always goes with me. She grew up here. So look at the prep. Now we have a very nice preparation of the soil for our aglonema. So in 2 weeks time, I'll have it back review. So you just subscribe, then you like my page, and then let's review what happens next. Thank you for watching. This is Teles Creation, and this time is Teles as a gardener. Thank you, Mami Nene.